Do you have anything else?
I have another question.
Go.
Okay. What implication does a roller coaster inside of a maze carry?
Just let that silence hang. What implication does a roller coaster inside of a maze carry?
Yes.
As always, give me context.
No. No.
What implication does it carry?
Yes.
That I'm in a theme park.
No.
What do you mean? What implication? I don't even know how to begin answering your question.
Okay.
What implication? In what sense?
There is a song.
Yeah.
I think it's Tsunami by Tiny Temper, or Tiny Temper features, like, he's like the featuring artist or something.
Right.
It's one of those songs you always hear in nightclubs.
Right. What's it go like? Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that one.
The one that drops.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
One of the lyrics, a lyric that's always stood out to me.
Right.
Not because
it has lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not that bit.
Yeah.
Like the bit leading up to it has lyrics.
And it's not a guy going do 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 do.
The bit that everybody knows doesn't have lyrics.
Yes.
But the bit before that does.
Okay.
And one of the lyrics is, "My life is a roller coaster inside of a maze."
Yeah, that makes sense.
How does it make sense?
I mean, it's not a brilliant lyric, but
No.
it makes sense.
How does it make sense?
Well, my life is a roller coaster. That's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Inside of a maze, that like he's just conflating two different. Like, my life is like I'm inside a maze. Like I don't know where I'm going. Like how to get at that sort of thing.
Right.
A roller coaster. It'd be like saying a desert inside a sun inside a supernova. You're just like throwing everything you've got at it, basically.
Well, no, because Desert Sun, Supernova, they have a common theme. Don't
Yeah, but roller coaster and maze have a similar theme.
What is their theme?
Well, roller coaster it's mental.
Yeah.
Like
Ups and
it
downs
goes in every
and all
direction.
around. Yeah.
And a maze is you don't know what direction you're going in, which is similar to a roller coaster.
Okay.
Do you disagree with that?
I don't know. I'm not seeing it.
Well, on a roller coaster, it's throwing you in every which direction, isn't it?
Yeah.
And in a maze, you're going in every which direction.
No, but like with a maze,
It's less frantic,
yeah.
but it's the same principle.
It's less frantic, and you have more agency in a maze. Like only so much,
Yeah.
because there's only certain paths you can go down.
Yes.
But you have no agency over a roller coaster.
No. But I'm not, like I say, I'm not saying it's a good lyric.
No.
But I know what his intent is.
Okay, I didn't.
Okay.
I still don't quite know.
Well,
I
that's...
still don't feel like those two.
No, they don't. But like, I'm
complement each other.
not gonna prove that it's logically consistent with you.
Okay.
Because yes, being on a roller coaster, though you choose to get on one,
Yeah.
when you're on it, you have no control.
Yeah.
A maze, I mean, you can control which direction you go, but not really. I mean, you're still kind of trapped inside something.
Yes.
But yeah, they don't kind of mesh really. It doesn't. A roller coaster inside a maze, I just picture like
A roller coaster inside.
you're on a roller coaster, and then
Yeah.
like what, you get off and then go in the maze.
Yeah.
It's a bad lyric.
Yeah.
But I think that is his intent.
Okay. I don't know if I like that.
It's not good.
No.
It's not good. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But would you agree at least that was probably the intent?
That his life has ups and downs, but he's also trapped.
It's all just about like not knowing where you're going. It's mental. It's
Okay.
I'm lost. My life is a mystery. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
That's the point, isn't it?
Is there?
What else could it possibly be?
Well, that's why I asked you.
Well, I just answered.
Okay. All right.
Do you agree or do you disagree?
I don't know.
Okay, I just don't know what else you think it could mean.
Well, I didn't know.
Really? You had no instinct, no intuition about what that might mean?
Well, like a roller coaster.
Well,
You
know what?
They're fundamentally different
But
experiences.
if I said my life is a roller coaster, you would know what it meant.
Yes.
And if I said my life is like being in a maze,
Yeah.
you would know what that meant.
Yes.
He's just tried to blend the two. Ineffectively.
Yeah, not successfully.
No, but we're not going to Tiny Temper for lyrics, are we?
No. Well, clearly we are, because that lyric has always stuck with me for some reason.
Okay, well, it's effective then.
I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make but lyrics don't have to make sense anyway, do they?
Don't they?
No.
Why not?
Why does poetry have to make sense?
Is that why?
What?
Is that why they don't have to make sense?
What?
Because they're poetry.
I'm not saying that's why they... I mean, they are poetry, aren't they?
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, lyricism is poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like, and that's why, because poems are by definition nonsensical. I just don't know that something that's based on rhythm needs to make logical sense.
Okay.
Most lyrics probably don't make logical sense. Right? Do you disagree?
I really don't. I'm just sort of. I'm like a roller coaster inside a maze. I'm
Okay.
kind of lost during this conversation.
Why?
I don't
it's
know.
so simple.
Why is it so simple?
What are you lost with?
I don't know. I'm just lost. I'm like, I don't really know what.
Right, you asked me what did that lyric imply.
Yeah.
I've answered what I think it implies.
That he's...
That it's just a bad metaphor for like life being confusing.
Okay.
Like being in a maze and like being on a roller coaster.
Okay.
Mental, no control, that sort of thing.
But is one inside the other? So it's like, are those experiences...
Is it in a maze or and a maze?
Inside of a maze.
What's the exact lyric?
My life is a roller coaster inside of a maze.
Inside of a maze.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
So, like, when he gets through the maze, does he end up, like, he goes on the roller coaster and then, yes, he's flung out into this maze? Like,
you're thinking too much about it.
Or are those experiences supposed to be, is it the same experience? Like, is the roller coaster traveling through the maze?
It's just hyperbole to communicate the one idea, isn't it? It's like what Churchill said about the Soviet Union. You know, it's a mystery inside of an enigma wrapped in a riddle or whatever it is.
Right.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
But you get the point. It's secret. It's secretive. His point
secret.
is...
There are secrets wrapped in secrets wrapped in...
Yeah, like...
Again, a theme.
Well, there is a theme. It's a loose theme, but there is a theme.
What's the theme?
Of not knowing where you're going. Of being confused. Your life being confusing.
Okay. No.
No? It's interesting.
I don't accept it.
Why? What else could it possibly mean?
I'm not saying I don't accept your
Well, that's
hypothesis.
what you just said. Okay.
I don't accept
the
lyric.
Again, you do this all the time.
What have I done now?
You're arguing with me about a separate point, a point that I've already conceded.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a good lyric.
No, but that's what I meant. At the end, I sort of shifted to I don't accept it. The lyric, I don't accept.
What do you mean though by what you don't accept? You don't accept that it's a good lyric.
Yeah. I don't like it as a lyric.
I agree.
Okay.
We are in agreement.
And it can't be too effective because it took you now to explain it to me rather than...
Well, it was effective. I mean, right, there's a different... Is it good? Is it thematically...
Are you drawing me a diagram?
No, I'm not. No, I'm just like... Yeah, right. Is it good? Is it logically, thematically consistent?
Yeah.
Do I know its intent?
Okay.
The song Happy. If you feel like a room without a roof.
Yeah.
Makes no fucking sense.
Okay.
That doesn't even communicate anything to me.
Right.
I don't know what feeling like a room without a roof doesn't mean anything.
Incomplete?
But that's not the point.
No, but I've just done what you've done.
No. But the context around it, the song called Happy, clap your hands if you feel in all these various ways positive. Oh, I guess a room without a roof is just like free or happy. I don't know. But it's the context around it that it makes no sense.
Right.
And it's ineffective on its own.
Okay.
Surrounded by everything else, it is effective.
Right.
At least in terms of me understanding what it means.
Okay.
The lyric you've just presented to me is a bad lyric. It's effective to me because I pretty much instantly knew the intent, at least in my opinion.
Right. Okay.
I think I know exactly what he means by that.
In your
opinion. Well, of course, I can't know. He's not here to ask. But I'm pretty confident that I know exactly what he means by it.
Okay.
And I knew it instantly.
Okay.
So that's why I'm finding it difficult to bridge the gap because you got nothing from it.
No.
My life is a roller coaster inside a maze. That's self-evident. But apparently not.
It's the fact that the metaphor is not...
Yeah, it's a bad metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad metaphor. But it's still clear what it means.
I accept, okay, you say that's the meaning. I'm willing to accept that that's the meaning, but the metaphor is still too clumsy for me. I can't, like...
Yeah, but you knew its intent, though. But you didn't know its intent.
No.
That's the interesting thing about this.
Is it?
Yeah. Could you ever read something and you go, right, it's clear what they were going for, but, like, it makes no sense.
Okay.
You get that all the time, right?
Yeah.
This is an example of that, surely.
Right, but it's badly done. So
I feel like whenever you say I knew what they were going for, implies that it was badly done. Well, right. I knew what you were going for.
Okay, right.
Implies.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was deliberately obtuse.
No.
Okay. I sort of through its obtuseness, I've gained something.
No, it's like I don't know. You're reading a bad like metaphor about death, and it's it's the lexicon is weak, and the metaphors are kind of cliched or whatever. You go, but I know what he's doing. I just don't think he's doing it well.
Right. Okay.
But you didn't get that gut level Oh, I know what he's going for.
Not really.
That's the weird thing.
I don't understand why it's weird.
Because it's obvious.
You say it's obvious.
My life is a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Yes.
My life is...
I know what both of them mean.
Then why did you... So you... Okay. What I'm trying to get at is that you had zero intuition about the meaning of that lyric.
Don't be like that.
What do you mean?
Don't be like that.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. You're saying you had zero intuition.
Not zero intuition.
So what was your intuition then?
My intuition was, I'm confused.
That's not an intuition.
I suspected I didn't know what was happening.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I just gave you that sentence, you'd have nothing would suggest itself.
No, I could probably arrive at...
Well, no, it's an intuition.
Yeah.
So it's instant.
Yeah, arrive at an intuition.
Okay. No, arrive at implies that you're thinking it through. I'm just saying, I give you that, what's the first thing that comes into your mind?
Right.
But you didn't have that.
Not initially, no.
What do you mean? You can't have the delayed into it. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what you're asking.
It's like an instinct, isn't it? It's like an instinct.
Yeah.
Right.
my instinct was like, okay, I'm picturing how that would look physically. A roller coaster, and then around the roller coaster is a maze.
Yes.
Why?
But my life is like that.
Yeah, my life is like that. Okay, what does that say?
But you had nothing.
No, because I was just like, oh, that's a weird image. I don't get the image.
You couldn't get past the image of it. Not what the words meant.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to picture the words as an image.
Well, if they're imagistic, you are, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you arrive at what it means.
Okay.
Pretty instantly.
Okay.
Our relationship is a car crash. You think of a car crash, and then you know what it means straight away.
Yes, but that's one thing. These are two things.
Oh, you get my point.
No. My confusion arose from the fact that those two images were not interacting. It was the same metaphor.
Yeah.
And yet both components of the metaphor existed separately.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, is this one thing or is this two things?
Well, it's one thing because it's a roller coaster inside of a maze.
It's a roller coaster inside of a maze, but the maze and the roller coaster are not interacting.
Well, one is in the other. So, like...
Yeah, but, like, so?
But that's kind of an interaction, isn't it? Like, there's a proximal
like we are in
interactivity.
Like, we are in a house right now.
Because there's no, like, you're spat out into the maze, or, like...
I'm not interacting with the house.
Well, you're in it, aren't you?
I'm in the house, but I'm not interacting with it.
Well, you are interacting with it. You're sitting in it.
Yeah, but I'm not, like...
You're amongst it.
Okay, I'm amongst the house.
Yes.
But
that's the title of the episode.
Amongst the house.
I am amongst the house.
I am amongst the house. Okay. Okay, all right, fine. That was a bad...
No, fine.
That was at the tiny temple level metaphor.
Okay.
I am amongst the house.
Yes.
Therefore, I am interacting with the house.
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
The maze, like... What I am picturing is a roller coaster, and then around the perimeter of the roller coaster is the perimeter of the maze. So, give me that paper. Let me draw what I see.
No, because they won't mean anything to the audience.
No, but I'm not talking to the audience right now. I'm talking to you.
You draw it, right, and like talk as you do it, and I'll explain what you present to me.
Okay, all right.
Rustling a paper so it feels all analog and material.
Yeah, okay, all right. So we've got a roller coaster, right?
Right.
What does a roller coaster look like? How do you
how
do you draw a bird's eye view of a roller coaster?
A bird's eye view?
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know. Just draw like Nessie. You like Nessie's humps sort of thing.
Right. Okay. I'll sort of draw like there's a loop.
There's a loop.
And
oh god, acid.
It does that. I don't know. That looks like a race course. That doesn't look like.
It looks like an E from where I'm sitting.
Okay. Well, it's not. It's a roller coaster.
Okay.
So that's a roller coaster, right?
That's a roller coaster.
There's the little X where the roller coaster's supposed to be.
Yes.
Around this roller coaster, is the perimeter of a maze.
Yeah.
Right? I'll leave an opening in the maze because that's what a maze is.
Yes.
And then the maze sort of begins.
Right.
And then it continues. I'm not going to draw like a proper maze.
Oh, hang on. You said it was the perimeter of the maze.
Like
you mean the perimeter of the inner, of the circle inside.
Yeah.
The center circle.
So, like, imagine you're on the outside of a maze, right?
Yeah.
You go in, you enter the maze.
Yeah.
And then you're in the maze, right? And you continue being in the maze until you've reached the center of the maze.
Yeah.
And then you're out of the maze. And now that you're out of the maze...
okay.
So you're... Like,
well, that's an interesting... are you out of the maze when you're in the center of a maze?
Yeah, because you're no longer... Like, you're technically in still... Like, you're in the heart of the maze, the eye of the storm. You're
You're kind of you're geographically inside the maze, but you're conceptually out of it.
Geographically, you're as in the maze as you can get.
But conceptually,
you are.
As soon as that's interesting, isn't it? The further you get into a maze, the less you're in one.
Yeah. Guys, sit down.
We gotta write that down.
Yeah.
That's quite brilliant. That I don't know if it goes anywhere, but
it means nothing.
No, but that feels like it's something really wise.
Yeah.
Like the further you go into a maze, it's almost like the night is darkest just before the dawn.
Yeah.
The furthest you go into evil, the closer you are to emerging good or something. Do you know what I mean? Okay, carry on.
No, I feel like we've peaked, honestly.
That was the peak.
Okay.
But we gotta finish this.
We have to, for the sake of sanity, we have to try and reach a conclusion. Okay, yeah. So...
The further you get into a maze, the less you're in one.
Sam!
Sorry, go on.
Okay, so I'm here, right? I'm on the outer perimeter of the maze. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to go in this maze now.
Yes.
So I do that. I go into the maze. I can't complete it sincerely because I haven't done it properly.
Right.
But so ignore the bit where I walk through the hedge.
Okay, cheating.
No, I'm not. I'm just badly drawn a maze. Okay. So I go through the maze, right? And I've exited into the inner... I've passed through the inner perimeter.
Yeah, you're in the second tier.
I'm inside...
The second circle of the maze.
Yes. And in that second circle is a roller coaster.
In the second circle?
No, well, like...
You're at the center of the maze.
Yeah, that's like this...
Yes, you're in the middle.
That's the center of the maze, right? There's no more maze.
There's no more maze.
In that no more maze bit of the maze is a roller coaster.
Yes.
The roller coaster doesn't... The tracks don't go physically through the hedges of the maze.
No.
Or like through the gaps between the hedges in the maze.
Yeah.
They're not interacting.
No.
They are two separate entities.
Mm-hmm.
That was where my confusion arose. That the like you have two components of the metaphor that are not interacting.
Okay, well, give me the pen.
Okay.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what you drew, right? You outlined it.
Yeah.
My first imagistic instinct when I hear a roller coaster inside of a maze is also that.
Yes.
That it's distinct from the maze itself.
Yes.
There's a roller coaster and around it has been built a maze.
Yes.
Right? However, now that you brought up it's not interacting with it, you could have the track essentially going along the walkway.
Okay. Those, in that instance, the two components would be interactive.
They're interactive, yeah.
However, it does... The roller coaster is taking precedent because when you're on a roller coaster, you're on a set track.
Yes, the maze is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
at that point.
The maze is still decoration.
Yes.
In fact, it's just decoration at that point.
Yeah.
Because like you can't choose which direction you go. You're stuck on that roller coaster.
Yeah.
Or... if you're like walking through the maze, you have to be very careful of the roller coaster that's like hurtling towards you.
Yeah, again, my first instinct was it's at the center of the maze.
Yeah.
And there's it doesn't logically work because there's no symbiotic relationship, right?
Which for a metaphor to work, it
never worked. It doesn't work really in either instance, I don't think. But that was my first instinct.
Right.
Now that we're talking about the tracks running along the walkway, my instinct is that that's probably what he meant you to envision. Right?
I see.
So, again, it's just hyperbole. It's like, not only am I on a track that I can't control, it's also in a fucking maze. I really don't know where I'm going.
I can't even see where this track is going.
Don't even know where I'm going.
Okay.
That
works a bit more.
Yeah, again, so it's still not a great metaphor.
Because like if you're just on a roller coaster, you can see where you're going.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
But like if you're in a maze, like that path is obscured. So not only is this a fucking up and down and all around affair, God knows where I'm even going to end up.
Right, yeah.
Still in a maze probably, but who knows for how long.
Right, yeah. So it's just hyperbolic.
Okay.
Isn't it? But yeah, so that's what it is. It's like not only am I on a roller coaster, it's also in a maze.
Right.
That's inside a prison. That's in a desert. Like again, it's just kind of inflating
in a Chinese finger trap.
In a Chinese finger trap, yeah.
Or one of those weird Japanese boxes that you like have to pull a panel in a certain order. Which is a bit clunky as a lyric.
A bit.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a proper name that would be less clunky, but yeah.
Inside the mind of a dying dog with Asperger's.
Oh.
Right?
Oh no.
Unrelated.
Okay.
It happens to have Asperger's and it is also dying.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, it's not dying of Asperger's.
I don't think you can die of Asperger's.
No.
But it's interesting because even as both our first impressions are identical. That it was a roller
Yes.
coaster at the center of a maze.
Which does beg the question, maybe, here we go, obligatory interact for fuck's sake, audience. What was your first impression when you heard that?
Yes.
Because our first impression was identical.
was that, but like even so, I kind of still got what he was driving at.
Okay.
But you didn't.
No.
This does lock in to like I think how we differ a little bit.
Okay.
Because you are a lot more technical
Okay.
than me, and so like the fact that it didn't work actually obscured your impression of what he was going for. Whereas I'm like, I got it. It didn't work. Do you know what I mean? That's
not
quite
just as a
interesting.
writer, but generally speaking, I think you're more...
Abstract, I suppose.
yeah, you're more inclined to...
Poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with the leftovers, let the mystery be. You subscribe to that philosophy a bit more than I do. You're
Yes.
willing to have things not be explained to you,
Right.
for the sake of poetic resonance.
Or things just lyrics not make sense.
Or lyrics not make sense.
Like
Whereas-
as long as it's creating a mood.
Yeah.
Or something.
And I'm not opposed to that.
No, you're just less that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of need my metaphors to make sense. Well, I prefer my metaphors to make sense.
Of course, yeah.
Sometimes I don't know.
No, I know.
The point is, this didn't make sense to me, therefore I didn't understand it.
I mean, as a writer, if it was like I was collaborating on a song and I was presented with that lyric, it'd be, get out my face.
Yeah.
No, because I'm all for, when I'm writing, I do like things to have an internal logic to them.
Actually, yeah. I maybe I should have got up the lyrics for the song, or should have written more of them down, just to give it a bit more context.
Yeah.
But the song's called Tsunami.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
There's a tsunami through a roller coaster.
Tsunami through a roller coaster throughout a maze. But like, I think even within the song, most of the lyrics are kind of like the tidal wave's about to hit me or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's building on the theme of a tsunami.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden we're on a roller coaster in a maze.
It's a badly written song.